everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have an update for Avengers Kang Dynasty. We're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well as a read. Coming off the high of Avengers Endgame, Avengers Kang Dynasty has some big shoes to fill for MCU fans. Avengers 5, The Kang Dynasty, was first announced as a part of Marvel Studios' now famous San Diego Comic-Con 2022 panel, where the studio had revealed its plans for the next more than half a decade on the big screen. The Kang Dynasty gets its name from the comic book storyline of the same name, being a part of the Avengers double bill of this movie and Avengers Secret Wars coming out after that. So here's just about everything that we know about this superpowered team-up. When is Avengers 5 firstly going to actually even come out? Avengers The Kang Dynasty, Avengers 5 is currently slated to hit theaters on May 1st of 2026. This comes after the movie was originally given a release date of May 2nd of 2025, but was ultimately delayed alongside a series of changes for Marvel's overall slate. Development on the project has come to a halt on the Writers of Hollywood have put their pens down and closed their laptops due to the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike, although it is coming up very close to actually ending. I'll have another video discussing that in the future. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania scribe Jeff Levinus is currently writing Avengers 5 with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director Destin Daniel Cretton set to direct Avengers 5. Marvel's faith in Levinus has reportedly been questioned as of late, however, with some insiders claiming that they have heard that the writer had been pulled from the project. And although that hasn't been confirmed by Marvel Studios, but given the mixed reception to Levinus and his last MCU effort with Quantumania, it would not be that surprising. Given these rumors and the ongoing strikes in Hollywood, the Kang Dynasty's release date remains in a state of flux, really. Even though the studio has already delayed it a year, release dates across Hollywood are fluid, meaning Avengers 5 could get punted even further if it works on the film cannot start anytime soon. And so, who is going to be a part of the cast and heroes showing up for Avengers 5? Currently, only one actor has been confirmed to appear in Avengers 5, and so, seeing as his name is in the title, Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror will be the big bad of this upcoming Avengers film, as he sets the seeds for the Phase 6 closer to Avengers 6 movie, being Avengers Secret Wars, of course. The blockbuster was actually been described by the writer Jeff Levinus himself as a Kang movie, actually, as he said that in quote, "That's at least how I'm trying to write him, and you know, we'll see how the structure changes and how the flow works, but like, he's got to be his own hero," and especially Kang the Conqueror and Ant-Man, though he was, or maybe he wouldn't use the word hero, but he's on a crusade, and he's doing it for a reason. So secretly, it will be a Kang movie. But of course, you have to keep the forward gas going forward with the Avengers. But yeah, in the back of my mind, it's a Kang movie. Any of that quote right there, that's coming from the writer, Jeff Levinus, of course, the writer of Quantumania. He's in question, though, however, so we can't really take that with too much, to be honest. As I had mentioned, he's in question if he's going to be sticking around as the writer for this project. So, despite Kang's confirmation for the film, of course, Jonathan Majors' involvement remains up in the air. The actor's in the middle of these ongoing legal disputes, with his future in the franchise being in question. As of June of this year, Marvel Studios was discussing potential options going forward into actually replacing him, per insider Jeff Snyder. I covered this in another video here on the channel, of course, already, but he said that in quotes that, "I've heard Marvel hasn't made any decisions regarding Jonathan Majors, but they've met with or spoken to his agent to discuss potential options going forward." Ending that quote right there. And so, of course, other than Jonathan Majors, one can also assume who else will pop up in the superpowered epic. Seeing as it is an Avengers movie, Marvel's A-team of heroes will surely be there, with the likes of Chris Hemsworth's Thor, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, Anthony Mackie's Captain America, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man, all headlining the team, of course. Marvel Studios has spent the last few years seemingly introducing audiences to the next generation of MCU Avengers and heroes, so they will likely all appear in the movie as well. This list also includes Samuel Lee's Shang-Chi, Iman Vellani's Miss Marvel, Haley Steinfeld's Hawkeye, and Florence Pugh's Yelena Bolivia, amongst new heroes yet to be introduced like the Fantastic Four, that would probably also presumably show up in these two Avengers films, the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. And so, while saying how excited Loveness was to write for Pugh's Marvel character in the Avengers film, he also let it slip that Leda Wright, the new Black Panther, is another actor he can't wait to see, seemingly confirming her involvement in the movie as well, of course, saying that, in quotes, "I can't say specifically, I think I'd get in trouble. I gotta get better into talking with the internet, but just because characters that we like, I think that we're excited for the actors more than even the characters right now, because we have this really good crop of performers. We got Florence Pugh and Jonathan Majors and Leda Wright. We've got such a deep bench of really good actors. Everyone's gonna get their chance to shine. I can't say who though. I can't say when they'll shine, but I think that we've got a deep bench and it's fun to finally put everybody into the game." Ending that quote right there. This all being said, what is that game going to be? What is actually going to go on in Avengers 5, The Kang Dynasty? So far, Marvel Studios has remained, of course, tight-lipped about what exactly is going to go on and happen in Avengers The Kang Dynasty. Although, fans can, however, glean some information about the film based on its place on the MCU slate, and its Kang-centric title, of course, as well. First, Avengers 5 will serve as part of this supposed multiversal duology to close out Phase 6. The film will also follow up the 2027's Avengers Secret Wars, setting things up presumably for that movie, the same way that Avengers Infinity War sets things up for Avengers Endgame, of course, in which, following the comic book storyline of the same name, will serve as the ultimate showdown of the Marvel multiverse, bringing in characters from across the Marvel media to take down some sort of epic threats. With this knowledge given, one can assume that the Kang Dynasty movie will lay the groundwork for the multiversal sequel to follow, quite really, as I had mentioned, as acting as did to Infinity War did for the events of Avengers Endgame. Previous reports have hinted at Avengers 5 breaking down Kang's backstory with moviegoers, learning about him conquering worlds across the entirety of the multiverse and universe. In the same way that Thanos was the principal antagonist with both Infinity War and Endgame, it seems as though that Kang will be that for the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. The Avengers will have their hands full, though, as Jonathan Majors, a Marvel villain, is not just one character, but infinite variations of that character across the reality. And so, there is also a comic storyline that the Kang Dynasty shares its name with, of course, as I had mentioned, although it remains unknown just how much the film will steal from its comic book counterparts. The Kang Dynasty, sometimes called the Kang War storyline, ran from June of 2001 to August of 2022. This saw Kang come to Earth and take over the planet for a brief time. And so, this could be where the MCU version of the story goes, with Kang first traveling to conquer his former home planet in a more grounded story, before the multiverse truly comes into play with the Secret Wars movie. This all being said, guys, I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. What do you guys want to see with the Kang Dynasty? Of course, I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one, guys. Peace out.